Well, it's part of the core of what we're dealing with here in the mystic personas, but also it gives us an ideology that our light shining sometimes is more interesting. And obviously, when we shine our light, sometimes either A, we become so bright that we become, like, as you see in the shadow bender, we become an outline because the light is behind us again, which means we're leading with our whisper side being driven by our insights side. That would be subconscious driving and the conscious following. Right. And so when we look at that, it's nothing bad or good. It's just an awareness. So when we look at the Dreamcaster, remember the Dreamcaster is a visionary creator. You can see, she's looking off into the distance. She can see the architecture and the winding road, the yellow brick road, if you will. And there's purposeful innovation, meaning that it's thought. You're casting this dream, this adventure, this excitement into the world, meaning from inside, to outside, right? Creating from in to out as an example. What makes it really unique is the Dreamcaster does turn these dreams into reality, and they do it with intention and drive. They can see the long winding road and the path to that, just like you can. You can see where you want to go. If you really give yourself the truth and the experience within, you will start to see it without, because you'll start to see the next step on the yellow brick road. And you don't need to jump the 16 steps unless, there's a shortcut here that makes sense to you. Otherwise, we follow the yellow brick road, one breath, and one step at a time, because that's really what we can do. We would call that present or being present. But remember, it has to do with practicality and meaningful outcomes. That's where the Dreamcaster is really often confused with someone who's just a dreamer. A Dreamcaster is casting our dreams. We're pushing it out into the world, not by force, but by this energetic experience that we push out coming. You can see it's coming from and down and through her out into the universe, and we're creating, and it has a purpose, which means what you're driving towards, what your next step is. And often you can see 10 steps down the road, can't we? The challenge is, can we do steps 1, 2, 3? Because 10 is easy to see, but doing 1, 2, 3, sometimes we get in our own way. So the Dreamcaster really talks about having that purposeful intention of 1, 2, 3, doing the steps. And that's where the Fantor comes in, because the Fantor will help the strategy as we move into the latter part of the week.